Is this thing on? Why is there 2 live streams on YouTube? What? Hey Nikolai, how's it going? For some reason I changed some Twitch settings, like some OBS settings around. And for some reason there's now 2 YouTube streams up. And I have no idea why. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay, bud, green flag next time by. Line up on the right side.
Not meant to be in the race, meant to be in quali. There we go. Yeah, needed a little bit of I-rating before Nurb 24, so hopefully have a good couple races. I think I'm gonna do. See if we can get a couple nice results. Yeah, I haven't done any laps in fixed. I'm not racing that. I'll just stick to the open stuff for now. I don't know what iRacing's obsession is with putting like really dodgy cylinders on the fixed setups. So the braking just feels really weird. Yeah, I'll be doing the Nurb 24, yeah. Yeah, so we got these Mugello races today and maybe tomorrow. Then we get NEC next Sunday.
Green flag, green flag.
And then Nurb 24 the weekend after that, so yeah, the next few weekends will be pretty good for the content stuff. Hopefully.
Running low on fuel, we should be able to make it to the end.
This was a brand new track to me until about 3 days ago, so I've been putting in a bit of work this week to try and learn it. I'm hoping we're okay. Ah shit. P-Cup is very fun at the moment. Yeah, not a huge fan of the car right now. I tried some Long Beach laps because I was going to race there this week instead of Mugello, but it was yeah, not enjoyable, to put it nicely. Hey Craig, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, mate. It's not an ideal lap one. Fantastic.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Hey Nikolai, thanks for the sub. Much appreciated, sir. Hey Johan. Welcome, welcome. Deep in the tutorials, gulag.
There's a flag. It's over.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Nikolai. Very much appreciated. I actually need to sign up for the race, that would be helpful. There's more Porsches signed up than Aston Martins. What? I've actually seen quite a lot of Porsches in, on streams this week. Harris, thanks for the follow. No, this is a Drago setup that I'm on at the moment that I've been working on this week. I'm wanting to get some setups out for subs next week, but with NEC prep and things like that, it might be a bit tricky. I can have a look at the schedules. I might put out like a P-Cup setup and a couple of GT3s, like a couple of the best GT3s kind of thing. I do have some news on the way soon about the setup shop stuff, so yeah, exclamation point setups. I think I've updated all the commands and added some other stuff in, so I'm hoping all that stuff works now. Imps at Imola, P-Cup, Nurburgring, GT Sprint, Fuji. Probably got to be Imola then, right? Yo yo!
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your first time
Imps
lap.
27% rain. Oh. Fantastic.
running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end.
How many laps have these GT Sprint races been going? Is it 23 laps? Oh, it's way too early in the brakes, fucking hell. "23, yeah, okay.
One more lap. You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
I'm not unhosted. I'm in an AI offline session. Nah, big, who's it? Is a neighbour with me? Sean Nash, he got disqualified.
There's a flag.
It was taking too long.
Over.
I think this session's quite slow. 86% usage, and 95% humidity. Might be the reason why. I don't know. iRacing's weather conditions are questionable at best, let's put it that way. Right, time for a coffee. So yeah, hopefully a new video tonight, guys, as well. I've actually forgotten what it is. Oh, it's what'd you call it? It's a Nordschleife setup tutorial. That's what it is. Okay, we'll join the practice just so we can launch straight from that. Yeah, I'll build Johan's setups for him. Nah. Yeah, I need to investigate why there's 2 YouTube streams up. I have no idea why. $200 people signed up on the dot. Fantastic. When will this race finish? Like around 4 PM UK, something like that? Ah, it doesn't line up with Rallycross. Shit. Yeah, the fixed Rallycross is at 1/2 the hour. That's unfortunate. Oh yeah, Craig, I've just seen what you sent me. Yeah, I need to have a look into that. Yeah, I honestly, I've looked everywhere to try and remove that, and I can't see where. Absolutely no idea. I'll have a look later tonight. Both you guys on the same wavelength there, telling me to fix it. We're nearly at 2k followers as well. 110 away. Hopefully during the NEC race next week we can, yeah, if we can get to 2k before number 24, that'd be quite cool. So if you're not followed already, hit the follow button. I'm not trying to hide it, no, it's just how I hold it. Just how I hold it. Come on, Grey Session. Please. I'm gonna put my phone on Do Not Disturb actually, before I forget, because otherwise my watch is gonna keep buzzing. Alright, let's see who we've got. How did Basic Holly get on in his race earlier? In the 3 hour? Last I saw he was having a bit of issues with the fuel. Finished 3rd? Okay, nice. Yeah, those guys did pretty well. Yeah, I saw Ollie was busting up about that when he got out the pits. The fuel number changed on him. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. It's good fun to watch. Good fun. Alright. High usage. Pretty low wind, that's good. Sweet. Wee. Ellis Bell. Yeah. I've seen him do a few races. I think he's Scottish as well actually. I've seen him in a few of the results this week. God, there's gravel everywhere. What are these people doing? I don't think they clean it for quality either, which could be interesting. It's Arrabbiato 2 and there's this big puddle of gravel. Yeah, it seems to be a common thing this week, a lot of people bringing gravel back onto the track. Every like, practice server I've done has had quite a lot of gravel on it as well. Jaromir, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. I'm actually going to practice a pit entry. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not worried about SR. I'm not worried. We got NEC next week, so we'll get back to 499 during that. Hopefully. Yeah, big Nigel. Yeah, I will be, yeah. I did NEC with, or for Drago a couple weekends ago. And I'll be doing Nurb 24 in a couple weeks as well, so yeah, that should be fun. Opa. Right. Let's lock in for a couple laps, see what we can do. Low Endless, thanks for the follow.
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your first time lap. Running low on fuel, we should be able to make it to the end. One more lap. Got one lap of fuel left.
Shit. Fuck's sake. Nice one. Great job, Kev. Oh, fucking hell. Why do I do this to myself every time? I don't know what's going on with the car, it just feels completely
It's over.
pushy. Will not turn. Yeah, we can definitely see that time from Yannick. Yeah, I've got the wind indicator, yeah, it's just the balance of the car is complete shit. I'm turning the wheel and just nothing is happening, so... yeah. Love it. I think we got lucky there. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, I'm pretty sure he is, yeah. A living smurf, yeah. Well, we got a bit lucky. Yeah, I don't know, Yannick's pretty quick. He's been grinding this week, so... yeah, that's what I'm hoping, Johan. I think realistically I was probably looking at around Yannick's time, maybe a little bit slower. But I could feel straight away there was a lot of grip, and then as soon as I got out of T1 it felt good, and I got into the second chicane and it just started ploughing. So as soon as I try and push entry whatsoever, the front tyres just explode. Very, very strange feeling to say the least. Yannick? I think he just invalidated that one. Yeah, he just invalidated, I think. As he's pushing here. He is pushing. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I watched a race earlier this week and he was doing a double push. He wasn't doing like a double prep lap, so. I guess I'm quite fortunate my first lap was decent. Potentially, yeah, he potentially did that.
Okay, bud, green flag next time by. Line up on the right side. Pit road is closed. Catch stop 2, Cal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I've just dropped my FFB completely for the outlap. Yeah, going for a nice cruise. See the views. I love the new Sahara simulator we have here. It's always dusty. Fuck ton of marbles as well. Yeah, the bob's spot on, yeah. The bob is perfect if you're an Aston fan. Yeah, the guy, I didn't see that. There's a guy in the Fifi. FPS is not liking this. It's not so much the FPS, it's just the fact that it looks really, really choppy.
Getting ready here, getting ready.
Okay.
Green flag, green flag. Right side. Clear on the right. Car on your right. Clear.
Now let's see these two are working together. Yeah, he's giving him a countdown and now Yannick's let him past and now he's magically driving slow. I reckon that's what's happened. Yeah, it looked awfully like Yannick let him go. Yeah, exactly, Pete. All's fair in love and war. They didn't do anything that egregious, so we'll keep trucking on and see how we go on.
Right side. Clear on the right.
Car left. See if we can catch Ellis then.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Oops. That was really bad. Underdrove out a little bit. Just saving at the moment. I've noticed that Yannick's catching us though, so can't sit around here too long. Forward in P12, let's go.
That was your fastest lap of the session. Got a car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, I think he's fried his tyres a little bit. Oh, come on, Kev. So if Caps is saying the race is going 22.9 laps, that means it's definitely going 23, right? Just so I know whether I can trust this fuel number that's given me, because it's... yeah, 100%, right, okay. Copy that. saved a lot more fuel here than I anticipated, so the refuel is like 2 litres lower than what I was going to put. Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to just leave it at my normal refuel because I'll just have like less fuel to put in. Sorry, not less fuel to put in. It'll allow me to push in the last stint if I do get clean air. Yeah, I'm slightly concerned that Yannick thinks I done him wrong there, and he just absolutely bombs one on me.
Got a car on the left. Clear.
Okay. Didn't do the tires any good.
Got a car on the left. Clear on the left. Got a car on the left. Clear on the left. Got a car on the left.
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
Muggello's got to slow down. Maybe break the draft on Yannick here. Not quite.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Close to a slowdown. Hi James, thanks for the sub. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Ah, not too bad, mate, not too bad. Yeah, a couple tidy laps, I reckon we can drop them. That's not tidy. And Yannick just got a slow down. Unlucky. That was a terrible lap, that one. Right, 2 laps, let's go.
Running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end.
Front end is really, really weak. Need a bit more rotation.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Oh my god. Why did it stop so early?
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Fuck's sake, what an idiot. Hey, thanks for the raid. Much appreciated.
That's it, go.
Ah, what a helmet. Oh my god, car. Not now. Potentially, yeah. I refueled 18, so what's going on in this corner? Right, something's going on with him because this has been a terrible lap from me. I've still gapped him, so he must be close on fuel. Holy fuck. Fucking tailwind, man. I just got to hit the fuel number for the last 2 laps now. We're a bit close.
Running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end.
Okay, the wind just flipped 180 degrees. What the fuck? It flipped like mid-corner. That's so trippy. And again. Whee! We're all actually just little Hot Wheels cars racing inside a wind tunnel. Dave Kamer's just sat in the control room just fucking pushing buttons.
One more lap to win.
That's a slightly better lap.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Yeah, the last couple of laps, the car felt pretty nice. Yeah, 23 for a win, it's not bad. We will take those. Hey Johan, thanks for the sub. Yeah, very nice. Happy with that one. I'll have a look at the incidents with Yannick and Ellis and see if any of them were my fault. Whoa, Craig! W's in the chat for Craig. Thank you very much, mate. 20 gifted. You are a legend. What a guy, Craig. Thank you. Oh. Got a congregation of sweat under my hair. Ugh. I need like a towel for in here. It's just Mugello in general is like a constant like high load circuit. So my wheelbase, oh Jesus Christ, my wheelbase is like, I can't even touch that. Oh, oh my God. I reckon if I do another, Jesus. Yo boys, I don't know if I can race. I think my wheelbase is fucking melted. Oh my god, that's so hot. Gustavo, thanks for the follow. Jesus Christ. Maybe don't touch it. Yeah, I mean my bigger fear is the fucking FFB just not working. Hey, Cool 40, thank you for the sub as well. Man, you guys are crazy. Thank you for yeah, thanks for all the support. Hope you're doing well, Adam. Oh, Jesus. That was fucking netcode. Yeah, I mean, Yannick gave me the big squeeze on the exit. Tracked out. Well, I didn't really track it any wider than Ellis. Maybe that's just their line. I don't know. I prefer to keep it a bit tighter in T1. But yeah, that's a bit shit. Let's see it from my cockpit. It definitely felt close, but I felt like we were both kind of tracking on the same trajectory. But yeah, Yannick was sort of coming in a little bit earlier than me. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like, would there have been a car width there? I mean, yeah, there's a car width there. I've left them minimal room, but the netcode is just like pitch them. He's left the session as well. I can't even say sorry. Yeah, he started turning left before me. Yeah, that's just triggered it. That sucks. Good save though. That's rough. Then we'll check what happened with Ellis. Sort of scared him off the lane a little bit. Yeah, I kind of missed the corner a bit. I should have been turning right a bit earlier than that. Yeah, it's just so hard from that angle. I was wanting to like really push it hard through the left-hander to try and clear him and then block the over-under, but I've just missed the turn in there. Is Ellis still here? No, they both left. Shit. Yeah, that one's on me. Did that damage him? No way. What? iRacing? How does that damage his car? What? What the fuck is that? Yeah, because after that contact, his pace just fell off a cliff. Man, there's no way. But I feel even worse for that now. How has that damaged his car, man? Crazy. What's his straight line speed? His straight line speed looks okay. He's getting bump drafted though. Ah, man. Well, we did some hard racing. And, yeah. Couple small little mistakes there, but what can you do? Alright, so plus 24. It's not bad. We'll take those. This guy's really, really quick for his I rating though. I haven't seen his name before, but yeah. Fellow Scott. I own one. I'll owe him an iron brew. As an apology. Yeah, pace wasn't great. 44 ones, but I was behind Ellis at the start. So I was just kind of chilling. for the most part. But yeah. Yeah, sorry to Yannick and Ellison for that. It's it was not the intention. Right, what's next week for GT Sprint? Not that I'm racing it, mind you. Fuji. Yeah. That is yucky. Hated it in Rensport. It's probably slightly better in iRacing than it was on Rensport, but that's not saying much. Oh, we've got a hype chest. Open. A pack it up emote. Teddy bear. Fair enough. I don't even know what those things do. But yeah, this is the big one, boys. Next Sunday. This is what we'll be racing in. NEC. Rain possible, but unlikely. Let me actually check on the puppy. Make sure she's not wrecked the front room. She is using the printer as a cushion. Fair play. Yeah, no worries, Craig. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks again for the gifted. Yeah, I need to fix that D-license. Honestly, when the road stuff calms down a little bit, I'm gonna try and get the dirt oval to D class to A class. Definitely need to work on that. We've had a small issue. 725 oval starts and 535 road. Shit. Last few races have been quite good. First, second, and a first. It's just this one race here absolutely killed us. If we didn't have that, we'd probably close to 9.2 right now. But that is iRating. That is iRating. I'm questioning whether to do the next one or not. I'm not sure. Because I know that the dog needs a walk. You did some farming this week. Hey, let's go. What your farming safety rating? We would have time for a fixed rallycross race right before the next GT Sprint. I don't think anyone's actually racing at Atlanta. No. One person signed up at 10:30 AM, and that was it. We'll do some laps, try it out. This used to be my favourite rallycross track, actually. Very, very good track. Hey Stigus, thank you for the sub. The tier 1. Much appreciated. Opa. Man, I forgot on the fixed setup you need a handbrake to get through there because the differential is so fucking bad.
Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
Opa. Whoa!
Your car looks fine. No
Jesus
damage to report.
Oh shit. My god, in the World Championship it used to take that in fourth with no handbrake. And the fixed setup it's just sliding. No, that was my car, Pete. Yeah, I've got that on my YouTube actually, it's just unlisted. It turned into like a Super Hornet fighter jet. Turn. This corner's so satisfying. .44.6. Got another few tenths in that surely. Oh my god, this differential is so bad. Yeah, they must hurt, yeah. I know these things have good suspension, but they're launching pretty far. Oh.
Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
Oh my god. The fix setup here is shocking. Shockingly bad. Yeah, you need a handbrake for that corner. Nah, I don't think that's quicker.
Your car looks fine. No damage to report.
There we go. It's more like it. Oh my god. where we blow the engine, I think.
The car looks fine. No damage to report.
Let's see if I can recreate that that clip, Pete. No.
They said you cut the course.
I don't think that's a collidable object anymore. That fence. Oh Jesus. What a landing. I think I did like a 44.2 around here. 44.3. I think I did practice like earlier this week. I'm like 3/10 off that. Yeah. Full rallycross experience racing the peak up at Nords. I'm pretty sure these cars are still on the V6 tire model from like God knows when, whenever they came out. 2018. Yeah, like I've got so much more grip now that I've reset. Got the lower pressures again. And the cooler temps. Oh my god.
The car looks
Come
fine.
on.
No damage to report. The car looks fine. No damage to report.
I'm just paranoid I'm going to blow the engine up. Lampros V46, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, I have one more wee crack at this and then we'll get back to Mugello, I think. Yeah, Lampros. Oi! Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. What? Weather got decent, yeah. Yeah, the weather's been good here today as well, where I am. I dropped my missus off in town with the kids earlier, and the town was absolutely rammed with people. All going to the pub to go to beer gardens and all that shit. Absolutely rammed. I think it took me 15 minutes to go a mile and a half in the middle of the town. Ridiculous. I live just outside Leicestershire, or in the outskirts of Leicester. There you go, 44.4. That's a bit better. Ah, it's more like it. Now it's clicking. No. I'm in a session with someone else. Let's go. I'm not the only person driving here. Uh-oh. Alright, lovely. That's my rallycross skills sharpened up in case a new series comes out. How long we got? Another sort of 10 minutes or so until we can sign up. Why is it not showing my Drago paint on the UI there? Open. I hate the GT3 fix setups. The brakes that are on them are just ridiculous. Like if you could change the master cylinders and the friction, the 300 I rating, bro. What? Yo. Yo, what the fuck? This guy's insane. He's won 2 races. Yes. Wait, he's not done a race since 2025. Then before that it was 2024. Man, he's come out of retirement. That is insane. 300 I rating with an A license. What the fuck? Right, where is he? Gilher Orlando Gunter. Come on, boss. He's in practice group 2, hang on. Oh, we're in practice group 2. We've got to see a hot lap from this bloke. Somasim, thanks for the prime. Very much appreciated. Right, I'm actually going to drop my FFB a click to try and stop it from like fully killing my wheelbase. I've never felt my direct drive be that hot, ever. Genuinely, it touched my hand. I touched it with my hand and it burnt my hand. Like, the best comparison I can make is that, you know, when you make like a cup of coffee or something and you've just put the boiling hot water and you touch the mug, that kind of temperature, that's how hot it feels. Well, I've got like 100% max force in the software, and then in the sim I've got it like maxed out to where it's not clipping. So it's basically working, you know, as good as flat out basically. And there's like a lot of like long loaded corners here as well, which I think probably makes it worse. I don't know. Be interesting to see if it catches fire in the NEC race on Sunday. That'd be quite good for content. Super Cow, thanks for the prime as well. You guys have come out in force today. Thank you very much for all the support. Just really appreciated. Actually, I tell you what I'll do, Pete. I'll check the VRS software. We'll check the debug menu and see how hot it is. Once I've done a few laps here. And yeah, I've just seen that command come into chat. For anyone who's interested, I haven't actually announced it yet because I forgot. I forgot to announce it on socials and in my Discord and everything before going live. But there's a Nurburgring 24 performance package. So obviously with Nurb being about 2 weeks away, it costs £200, but you get a full data pack with setups and telemetry. 3 hours of one-to-one coaching. You get a fully bespoke, like, you know, made for you kind of stint plan. So we'll kind of go over strategy and things like that. Just so you know, like, what the best strategy to run is and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, there's 10 slots available. So it's while stock lasts, or while stocks last, whatever the saying is. But yeah, if anyone is interested, then just pop me a message either in my server or just DM me on Discord and I can give you more information. There is a graphic made up for it that Yeshal made for me, which you'll see in my Discord later today once I'll announce it after this stream, probably. Yeah, the price does sound quite steep, I know, but you get 3 hours of coaching in there, which is, yeah, pretty much £180 worth of coaching. So that's kind of where the bulk of it is. Yeah, slightly lower FFP actually feels a bit nicer, to be honest. Yeah, I just fucking love Nords in general. Yeah, I'm suffering from the same thing, to be honest, Soma. It's yeah, a similar problem for a lot of us. Like, the Aston is just quite numb. It's not very good at low speed, it can be quite snappy. And the front end can be quite numb as well, which is something I'm kind of struggling with this week so far, is just feeling the front end. Yeah, that's another thing. It's got a really nasty turbo lag. So that's kind of what makes it shit at low speed. Like, you'll pick throttle up and it's like, oh, I've got traction, and then the turbo kicks in and then you spin. So you've got to kind of... I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, you've got to kind of drive just expecting a snap all the time at low speed. It is a really, really tricky car to get on top of, but in general, like, I'm really enjoying the car now. I've kind of gotten used to it. I think the Merc is my favourite and probably always will be my favourite GT3. But the Aston right now is a very close second. But yeah, it has some strange quirks to it for sure. Oh, Pete, did I tell you about the video I found the other day? What was that about fixed braking to low force? It's the master cylinders and the fixed setup. They basically make it to where you can, the peak pressure is like 40% and then the ABS starts kicking in. So yeah, it's like really, really bad. Yeah, it's not just you, Soma, don't worry. It's just how the Aston is, unfortunately. It was the 2015 World Championship Grand Prix Series preview from RaceSpot. It's got like Will Vincent, Alex is on it, like Alex Simpson, and that Rachel Whiteford is there as well. Like, they're talking about the like the upcoming season and shit like that. Talking about like, you know, the Gregor Hutu dominance and things like that. It's like so nostalgic. They had like a full studio and everything, it was sick. Yeah, proper throwback. This wind is completely cooked. No, it's not a 30-minute docu-series, it's like a 1 hour minute 15 podcast where they're talking about the 2015 iRacing Grand Prix World Championship, and I remember sitting watching it way back before I turned pro, because I used to watch the Grand Prix series, and it was like, yeah, it was really cool. You just don't get stuff like that nowadays, I feel like, for like the modern stuff. You know, if you look at sim racing back then, you'd think, you know, by 2025, 2026 it'll be, you know, full productions, like, you know, properly crazy stuff, like big hype, a lot of viewers. From the time I've been pro, nothing has changed in that regard. Like the prize pools are a lot bigger. But in general, like the viewership and everything is the exact same, and the quality of the broadcasts hasn't improved, in my opinion. Like they're basically the same. I really don't think sim racing has progressed very far in that regard over the last decade. This session's slow as fuck. Fucking mid 44s.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Saying that, mid 44s is generous. 44.7. Where are those guys? Who to Job? So Job's still racing. He's still very active and competing as he always has. Who to? I have no idea. I haven't seen the guy since 2018. Was the last time I saw him race. It was in that GTE World Championship, or was it 2019? When we had the GTEs as the World Championship car. That's the last time I saw him race. And then Beneka's still around as well. He's just been racing on Rennsport for the last few years, and from what I've heard, he's not a huge fan of how iRacing is currently, so that's why you don't really see him much. But he done a race with Moritz last week at Spa. Those guys were on a GT3 fix together. Then Beneka came back, so... But yeah, I think he's doing Rennsport stuff now for the foreseeable, because that championship kicks off at some point. Usual from Rennsport though, nobody has a fucking clue what's going on with them. It will just be on one day and you'll be like, oh, I guess that started. I think it's fair to say Rennsport was easily the worst series I've ever been a part of when it came to communication internally.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Oh, hey Charlie. Oh, has he? Fair enough, fair enough. How are you doing, mate? My Rennsport Summit teammate for that content creator race. You done me so dirty in that race, Charlie. So dirty. Opa! Goodbye front tires. Freddie Rasmussen, he's doing F1 esports still. He's with Red Bull. With Otmir. Yeah, the GT3s are a bit weird to drive. I caught a little bit of your race earlier in the week. Should be prepping brands. Is it the GB finale? Opa! Yeah, the racing spectacle. Just for context, for people who don't know, the Rennsport Summit was like 4 or 5 weeks ago, something like that. And I missed my flight, so I'm literally in the Uber as the race is starting, and I walk in and they're like, yeah, your teammates with Charlie Collins. I'm like, oh, what? I thought it was meant to be like a content race. And they're like, yeah, Charlie's your content creator. So I'm like, right, sick, we've got this one. And we're doing like GT1s at Le Mans or something, and after 3 laps we need to do a driver swap, and Charlie hands me the car with 38 off tracks in like 4 laps, and I had like 12 off tracks left for the last 3 or 4 laps. I was absolutely fuming. Man just took the iRacing line in every single corner, was just picking up like 3 off tracks a sector. I was so pissed. Those cars were cooked, man. Absolutely cooked. If I speak big trouble. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. That's fair enough. Hey, thanks. Yeah, having a very good time at Drago so far. I'm yeah, really enjoying it. It's good to be back with a few old a few old friends and a lot of new faces, but it's been yeah, really good so far. Been a massive help. I've had a lot to learn, but yeah, these guys are a really, really good group of lads. Really, really good. Should be an exciting year. Yeah, pretty much, Charlie. Yeah, we'll see what the whole PESC thing's looking like. I'm still undecided if I'm gonna try for PESC or not. I'm liking the look of the IndyCar series, but the time that those guys race at, like 1 in the morning, it's a little bit tricky for me. But yeah, like for now, it's definitely special events and IMSA, like all the GT3 stuff. Yeah, Charlie's already got the full schedule. They've got the full schedule, all the weather samples done. Those boys are prepping for round 4. Shoot me a line on WhatsApp, Charlie. It's alright, we can speak off the record. It must be tough. It must be tough, like, having so much that you want to say, but can't. Yeah, Charlie, it's just me, you, and Pete in here, mate. Don't worry about it. There's totally not, like, 30 odd people watching that are going to screenshot everything and send it over. to be honest, like, I fully predict. Why am I in this practice session? What am I doing? I'm meant to be doing quali. I predict that it's going to be slightly different. What's it going to be? I'm trying to think like what Porsche would want to do differently. Yeah, pre-Q and a mission R, that's one way to shake things up for sure. I think generally like the format was fine. The quali for sure should have been more of an event, though. This one lap queue stuff needs to go. Quali needs to be an event in itself. You know, the same way people tune in to watch F1 quali. Sure, the viewing numbers are always going to be higher on the race, but I mean, at the minute, like any esports event, be it special events or PESC or whatever, is just like the broadcast starts, the commentators do their intro, and then it's like you look at the timing tower and the quali's finishing. There's like 30 seconds left on the clock. You're like, well, I've not even seen quali. You know, it's just PESC. It's not as bad, but yeah, like, it just feels like quali is just there because it has to be. You know, whereas it should be, I don't know, like a 20-30 minute session. You know, do as many laps as you like. I always propose that with PESC they try and do like a knockout format. If you want to do a super pole, that's fine, but do like a knockout format first, where you do like a Q1, Q2, Q3, like F1 format. I mean, PESC is what, 30 cars? You knock 10 out in the first session, knock 10 out in the second, then you got a 10 car super pole. It's not very difficult, you know. Yeah, they need to do separate sessions as well, and it's a bit more legwork for stewards, which we all know is they don't really want to do, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be close in quali, regardless if it's one shot or multiple attempts, in my opinion. If anything, it'll be closer after the multiple attempts because more people are closer to their opties. You know, if you look at everyone's lap times, if you take everyone's PBs from practice, 20 guys are within a tenth and a half most weeks. You know, if you're giving everyone 2 or 3 attempts at a lap, quali is going to be ridiculously close. Yeah, that was a shockingly bad format. What they did in 2023, that should never have happened. Yeah, it was that was a mess. That was the definition of a half-assed attempt to make quali into something. You know, that it was poor. But yeah, you do like a 10-15 minute open session, then you know, you're good. Everyone's on track at the same time. You know, obviously you might run into the problem where the car gets slower. Oh shit. Wrong setup. Yeah, I mean there's draft minions, yeah, I mean you can always make it, I guess if you want to avoid that, you just make it lone quali and just increase the time limit and the lap allocation. You know, that's... Yeah, like, all that stuff is possible, you know? It's all possible with an iRacing. It can be a little bit cumbersome to set up, sure, but it is doable. yeah, it's. I mean, I think part of it's laziness. The other part potentially is, you know, what the length of the broadcasts are agreed to in the contract. You know, or Porsche saying we're going to pay for this broadcast to be 2 hours long, and then, you know, they get obviously their amount before the start of the season or whatever for 2 hours per race. You know, 16 hours of broadcast, whatever. If you're doing 8 races at 2 hours, so they can't increase the session length because it's not been paid for. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to the powers that be to want to change it, you know, and whether they do or not is another question. Yeah, I mean, even 2 queue attempts would be better than nothing, you know. Just make it 20-minute session, unlimited laps. You know, if you want to do 6 out laps for 1 push, you fire away. You know, you run that risk. Opa.
Green, green, green.
Yeah, there's always gonna have to be a compromise somewhere. But I don't think what we're asking for is that deep, you know. It's not rocket science.
Running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end.
Yeah, exactly. The NEC quali is 30 minutes, unlimited attempts. But even then, it's still a 1 lap quali. Because you got to do the little prep bit, like the little tiny little out lap, then do a full lap, fucking 20 seconds off, and then push. Opa.
Uno lapo.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
That was a bit safe. Yeah, that's always an option as well. I mean, I've always said it would be cool to do quali like the day before. So you do quali on the Saturday, race on the Sunday, but there's so many problems you run into when you do that.
There's a flag. It's over.
If I hit a lap like that in the actual session, I'd be pretty happy. I've got 10 minutes. Do one more run, go to the toilet, and then yeah, I would love to have a quali on the Saturday, race on the Sunday. You know, like a pre-qualifying show before it as well. And then before the race, the broadcast goes live like an hour before the race, and they have like a build-up show, and they go over quali from the day before. You know, they have time to do interviews after quali that they can then show on the broadcast to fill that time. So much potential. It just takes a little bit of extra effort that unfortunately likely won't happen ever. And it's a shame because it should. Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely argue that fact.
Green, green, green. Give me a flyer. We're running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end. They said you cut the course.
Good question, Cal. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's probably a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. But I don't really know who's primarily responsible for all that kind of stuff.
Uno lapo.
43.9 lap 1. No off track, but even still.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Ah, shit. I saw that coming. I was just saying I'm going to keep my foot buried and hope it sticks. Not quite. Hey Carl, yeah, I'm doing pretty good, mate. How about yourself? Shame about that off track. That felt like a decent lap. Yeah, you'd think. Yeah, there's 6-0.
There's a flag. It's over.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to pump out the best production value they could, but right, I'm going to nip to the toilet quick before this race, so I'll be right back. We back. Still got 2 minutes, nice. Sit and chill. Wing 10, I can't say. If you run a wing 10, you're not a mile away. I can say that much. And then, yeah. Yes, if you sub on Twitch, you do get access to setups. I haven't done any for a while just because I've been really busy with some Drago stuff, and I was on holiday last week as well. So since getting back, I've been getting caught up on like coaching requests and content and things like that. But I'm going to have a look at the schedules and maybe put out a few setups early next week. Probably do IMSA, IMSA, Imola. I'll do a few setups there. And I'll consider doing P Cup as well, but we'll see. $200 signed up again. Happy days. Got a good few splits. See who turns up then. If Yannick's back, we already know we're in for a tough race. Come on, where's my race button? There it is. Take your bloody time. Fucking hell. Right, I'll switch to this scene really quick just while we get loaded in and I get the setup on. Ow. Got hair stuck in my headset. To pull my hair out. $3.8k off. Oh, I've got the quality set up on already. Fine. Opa. Session feels quite grippy. Not very much wind either, which I'm happy about. I don't like the wind in this game. Opa! No Yannick, no party. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Lucas Herman was absolutely smashing races out like the first 2 or 3 days. And I couldn't race because I'd never driven this track before, so I was like trying to learn it. And only really last night did I feel like I got on top of it. So I'm like, right, getting ready for races now, and then he's not turning up. Which, to be fair, is probably a good thing for me. He probably would have slapped me. He looked very on it. Those BS guys have been very quick here this week, so. Yeah, Yannick's very quick as well. He's had a good week, from what I've seen anyway. Yeah, if you're interested in coaching, just shoot me a message on Discord. You either shoot me a DM or you can go into the book and request channel in my Discord. Yeah, I've been enjoying this track actually. I know it gets a lot of hate. I can see why people don't like it, but I've been enjoying it. Yeah, one mistake and it's over. Yeah, it's not a very forgiving circuit, that's for sure. Oh, I apologise for the sniffing, my nose is playing up. Let's see how we go.
Green flag, green flag. Give me a flyer. Running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end. Uno, Lapo.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
The last sector was poor.
That's the checkered flag.
I lost like a tenth in the last sector, at least. That was quite a quick session. I reckon a 43.5 is on in these conditions. Oh yeah, thanks Stiggus. It wasn't bad, don't get me wrong. It's just the last sector I'm not very happy with, but the rest of the lap felt good. Like, had good grip. Just a little bit under the limit in the last two sectors. I was worried about the a bit worried about the wind. It was gusting quite badly with the tailwind in some of the key areas, so I didn't want to drop the car and throw the lap away. So I just underdrove it a little bit. It's one of those things. We'll take that though. Get a clean start. Have a nice clean race. hopefully stay out of trouble. Jeff Louise, is that Pete? If you're still in chat, do you reckon that's Jeff Giassi's one of his Smurfs? Because I know he had Jefferson Louise was one of his Smurfs. I wonder if that's another one. Jeff Louise. Or if it's just a complete coincidence. Right, question for chat. If I'm going to do a few setups next week, what setups do you guys want? I can do like GT3, P Cup, GT4, any of that stuff. I'm planning on doing like probably three different packs. So if you have any, what's it called? If you have any requests, just stick them in the chat. Oh. Couple of high I-rated guys down the back there. Big stress.
Green flag, next time by. Line up on the right side. Pit road is closed.
Is everyone waiting for me? No. Let's drop the FFB down for this warm-up lap. Set our pit stop up as well. Set it to that for now. Alright. Yeah, I agree, Cal. I agree. It's just the logistics of having like a weekly BOP would just be a complete nightmare. iRacing would have to hire like between 5 and 10 people to go BOP testing every week, and they would have to be like capable drivers as well. You know, they'd have to be guys who are able to match the top times or get within a couple tenths. And those guys are hard to come by, you know. So yeah, for sure, it is frustrating, but it's just the nature of iRacing officials. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. For them, it works as well. Like, you know, you have like a one car or one make cup for a week, then the next week it's the Ford, and then the week after that, you know, you go to Daytona or something and it's the Porsche, or you go to Miami and it's the Porsche, and then somewhere else it's might be the Merc. You know, so for iRacing they're making sales on every car because people keep buying them just so that they're competitive. When in reality, majority of people that are following that trend and driving the meta car don't actually need to. You know, I've always said, if you're not right at the absolute limit, don't worry about what car you're in, just pick the one you're most comfortable in. You know, so for example, if you're like a 2K guy who, you know, is competitive and wants to win races and stuff like that, if you're not comfortable in the Aston, don't pick it. Just go in the Merc. If you're quicker in the Merc, then drive the Merc, you know. It's only really if you're like 5-6K plus, something like that, then it sort of comes into effect, but well, in your case, Xander, then, you know, just drive whatever feels most comfortable to you. Like, at the end of the day, the pace of the car isn't going to influence anything. For like a 1,500 strength of field or a 2,000 strength of field, you know, you're gonna gain a lot more performance out of that race from driving something that you're comfortable in, that you can be more consistent in, than picking the it car that week that you might not like the handling of, you know. If you like the Aston, it feels the best to you this week, then, you know, happy days, but it's not a requirement for 95%, 98% of the user base, you know. But, you know, people obviously don't want to be putting themselves at a disadvantage either, like an obvious disadvantage, so I get it. Yeah, I always say to like my coaching clients when they ask about the BOP, I'm like, look, don't stress yourself about it too much. You know, it's not something you need to worry about right now. Just focus on what you can control and, you know, refine your techniques and things like that. Yeah, if the Aston feels better, then rock with the Aston, you know. It's whatever feels best to you.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh! Oh my god! Big shunt. We got problems. There's a lot of gravel. Shoosh. Yeah, exactly, Stiggish, yeah. Don't overload your brain with, you know, unnecessary concerns. Just focus on working on your techniques, working on your inputs. You know, there's a lot more for you to worry about in your own driving than what car you're in, you know. And I mean that in, like, obviously a respectful way. Like, everyone's at different levels and everyone's skill is relative. Like, it's I don't want people to sort of hear that as me like talking down on people or anything. You know, if you're a 2K rating, you're 2K rating. Like, it is what it is. If you're lower than that, you're lower than that. It's all that's important is you do what's best for you, and rather than spending $100 on getting every single GT3 because you want to have the meta car every week, is just, you know, save yourself a bit of money and get really good in one car and just stick to that. It's only really BOP is only really a conversation at the upper echelons, you know, and even then, like, it's a discussion that no one will ever agree on. This gravel's clearing up a little bit. Bit more grip through there now. Yeah, that was a big shunt at the start. I saw they got 3 wide at one point, so I was like, right, I'm going to give the guy furthest back the slipstream, so that they go 3 wide into the corner, and I can break draft like straight away. And I think those two were just squeezing each other to get side draft and stacked it. Yeah, I like Mugello actually. Yeah, I've been enjoying learning it this week. It's been a fun challenge. Yeah, these chicanes are definitely a bit weird. You know, the limits are questionable, but I do quite like that you can be that aggressive with it. I love these corners. The Arrabbiato corners are so satisfying. So satisfying. I completely get why people don't like it though, because it's a pain in the ass to be quick and stay quick on. Like, tyre management around here is very tricky. I had the right line, wrong input there. Overslowed. Why do you apply the brakes so soft at the start? Aren't you supposed to smash the brakes as fast as you can then trail brake? In real life, yes, but not with iRacing. Essentially, iRacing's ABS system doesn't like update quick enough. Like, it doesn't pulse the brakes fast enough for it to have the desired effect. So you have to basically drive and apply the brake gently and slowly at the start to not overheat the surface of the tyre. You want to use a little bit of ABS, but not too much. And applying the brake like that just allows you to have greater accuracy, and it just keeps the tyres in better condition. If you smash the brake and trail off like you do in real life, then yeah, your front tyres will be toast after literally one corner. Your surface temps will just be through the roof, and you will have no grip from the front end. So, gravel again. Opa. Pressing the brake too hard into that chicane. As soon as I did it, I felt the front tyres overheat. MotoGP got to 365 last year. Yeah, the MotoGP bikes are absolutely insane. I can't even imagine what that feels like. Have a Saturn 5 rocket strapped between your legs. Yeah, the MotoGP guys have got to fucking screw loose. Same with the Isle of Man TT, those guys are even crazier. I don't know how the fuck those guys do that. In a sim, like in a game, sure. Fire me on there, I reckon I'd be quick on a motorbike game. But yeah, in real life, like, it's just a different level. Opa. Yeah, that would be exactly why. If you're braking really aggressively, like on this tire model, you can get away with it a bit more, Bogdan. You can get away with being slightly more aggressive on the initial application. You know, over like 1 or 2 laps, but yeah, by the end of the race, it will become really tricky to drive. There we go, that was nicer. Braked a bit earlier with less peak. There we go. Yeah, you can be slightly more aggressive in qualifying, but it's still not the preferred way to drive. Little tailwind right as you get back to full throttle. It's lovely. Yeah, it's a nice Sunday drive, this one. Just assume the SOF's not a bit higher. Done with Norris tutorials, needed a drink. Are we talking alcoholic drink or just any kind of fluid to get your throat back because it's destroyed? Just talking flat out. Water, okay. Yeah, I'll take a plus 17 for this, yeah. What did we get for the first one? Like 23? That would be like up 40 on the day. Ain't too bad. Yeah, I've stopped drinking as well, Johan. I had a drink in February. Me, John and Beth all went out. We went and got dinner and had a few bevs and stuff. And then when I got home, I was so tired that like I felt 10 times drunker than I really was. And the next day was just a complete write-off. And from that point on, I was like, you know what? I genuinely can't be arsed drinking anymore. Like, it's just... I just don't enjoy it. It's fun when you're drunk, but it's so expensive now. And the next day is just a complete waste of your life. I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's just no upside to it. Like when you're out drinking and you're drunk, if you're at like a good stage of drunk, then yeah, it's nice. Like it's good. Like that part is good, but yeah, like the next day is just a mess. You wake up, you feel sick, you got a headache, then you look at your bank account, it's minus 150 quid or some shit, you know, and it's just like, why? Yeah. I'm driving slow as fuck right now. Genuinely like full belly spec. Keep on over-slowing. Braking too early. That last corner. Face full of sparks. That scared the shit out of me. Start upping the pace a little bit now. Never mind. That's better. Car feels incredible right now, grip wise. It's probably because I drove so fucking slow at the start. The front tyres haven't exploded. Fuck's sake. Oh, what am I doing? Just turned in way too late. Yeah, you can put more bias to take some pressure off the fronts, but it can also lead to like snapping at the rear, which I've already got on entry in the last sector. The car gets very unsettled under braking, just because obviously I need that rotation. It's only really like whilst I'm on throttle, like as I come off the throttle it understeers quite a bit, so you've got to keep the throttle on to keep it turning. But obviously if you mistime that or the steering, like the turning point, then you just understeer. Thank you very much, sir. Big Antonio. What a G. Oh, really? Is number 24 on just now? I'm guessing it is. It is this weekend, isn't it? Oh, the qualifying races. Oh, number 24 is next weekend, isn't it? In real life. Oh shit. Car leaked fluids. That's never good. Oh no. There goes the 0x race. Fantastic. I'm not surprised they've red flagged it if it's fluid. Ugh. Second did not feel good in there. I thought we'd try it. Not good. Five to go until the pit stop. It's a very slow session, this one. The humidity is just making the thing so fucking slow. That was not a good T1 either. Okay, that's definitely not the line in the last corner. Might be a slowdown. Nope. Oofed. That was close on both sections. Not much, Craig, to be honest. There's a massive shunt at the start behind me on the straight before we even got to T1, but aside from that, absolutely nothing. It's been a quiet one. Thanks for the follow, Shay. Welcome to the channel.
Running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end.
Oh, come on. Opa. Jesus.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
How are these guys in the Aston not going the extra lap? What? I'd love to see their fuel usage. That's insane. Whew. No, Adam, you absolute legend, mate. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh my god. Whoops.
That's it, go.
Yeah, thanks again, Adam, for the support, man. Really appreciate that. Oi. We need something to talk about here, chat. This race is not what we anticipated. What do we discuss? Mario Kart again. I haven't played Mario Kart in a while actually. I've got a Nintendo Switch downstairs that me and my missus used to play on it all the time. We'd do like multiplayer. And oh my god, I've never gotten so angry at anything in my fucking life than playing Mario Kart, what fucking Super Magic World 8, whatever it's called, on the Nintendo Switch. 30 seconds out front, absolutely dominating. See these fools, these wee Japanese folk flying about at 4 AM their time. I'm cooking, and then bam, 3 blue shells back to back to back. I end up like 7th. I lost some rating. You get like that I-rating system. I lost full. Absolutely lost full. Nearly woke the kids up because I got so angry. So I've not played it since. An absolutely infuriating game in multiplayer. Like playing against real people. Me and my missus would try and work together, but it's like so difficult. She'd be like directly in front of me, and then she would overtake someone, so I'd throw a red shell, and the red shell would ignore the person directly in front of me and hit her. And then an argument would ensue mid-race. You know, it's shit like that. Yeah, that's when the divorce kicks in, yeah, exactly. Filling out your legal documents and it's like, you know, why are you getting divorced? It's a fucking Had a few rough games on Mario Kart the other night, so we're just feeling it now. I blew shoulder on the last lap and I've been sleeping on the couch ever since, so I've failed for divorce. It'd genuinely be hilarious though. I'd love to like speak to a divorce, what do they call it, a divorce attorney or whatever they're called. I don't know what it's called in the UK or whatever, but I'd love to like speak to one and just be like, what is the dumbest like dispute you've ever seen for like people getting divorced, you know, like what were they arguing over? Yeah, like some of them are fucking hilarious. I've seen some online and it's like, you know, people arguing over half a door and things like that, you know. Some of the stuff they're arguing about, you're just like, what are you going on about, mate? It's not even worth the paper it's fucking written on. Someone's wasted their time typing that out. BMW is dropping. No. That one brave soldier. No. Oh, he's Turkish. Well, I assume with that name anyway. It looks pretty Turkish to me. Right, 2 laps to go, thank God. Get my 17i rate and get the hell out of here. My missus is probably waiting for me in town. She's probably sat with the kids, they've finished having dinner, and they're just waiting for me to finish this race to go and pick them up. Yeah, like 17 is pretty decent considering the strength of field.
We're running low on fuel. We should be able to make it to the end.
The kids probably won't be complaining. Yeah, they're getting extra dessert. That's not the line. Yeah. Oh shit.
Alright, bud, bring it home. One to go here.
Fucking you scared the shit out of me. I wasn't looking where I was going. What am I doing?
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
I just thought actually IndyCar's on this weekend, isn't it? Have something to watch.
You won.
And Wick and IMSA. Oh sheesh. Right, good race. That's about as straightforward as it gets. Oh. Tom Walstra was not happy. Let's have a look at that crash at the start. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's so unlucky for Quentin. What? Yeah, I mean, Tom's not happy about that, but he moves left to follow me, then straightens, and then starts going back to the right again. Uh-oh. Ah. Big ups JD. JD Dexter, what a nice guy. Yeah, so I think Miguel has seen Tom going left. And has obviously like tracked left to follow the side draft. And probably a racing incident. I'd maybe lean slightly more on Tom on that one. Because he's like changed the line, but also Miguel, I don't know, it really depends at what angle you're looking at it from. It's because I moved across to give JD draft because I saw in the mirror. I saw in the mirror that he was like alongside 3 wide, so I was like, right, I'm going to give the guy furthest back the slipstream, and by moving across I've caused the shunt. Can I have coaching? Of course you can, my friend. Let's see if he's actually being serious about coaching or not. Opa! That's a good dodge from Big Jeff there. Opa! Oh. This guy was not lifting for anything. Dash. Oh my god. This is just easier. It's just easier to do it that way, rather than trying to link shit through iRacing's chat. Anything else happen on lap 1? Hey JD, congrats on the P2, mate. So, there you go, that's my Discord server link. If you click on that, then you can find me through there. You can either DM me or put it in the request channel. Yeah, thanks mate. I'll show you a lap if you want. See if it helps you out. I was kind of chilling a little bit this race, like I didn't get into the 43s in race trim. So, yeah, normally I want to be sort of in the 43s, but should give you a pretty general idea. Right, I've got to go, gents. So I'll let you watch into this lap, JD, and then I will have to end the stream and find someone to raid in the meantime. I will raid Mr. Malone. Been good friends with him for a while. Alright everyone, thank you so much for all the subs, all the follows and everything, all the support. I appreciate that second race wasn't too interesting, but yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking with it. So yeah, massive thanks for all the support guys, and yeah, quickly we'll see what the iRating gain was. I think it is 17. We'll see where we're at. Yeah, 17. We'll take that. Very nice, very nice. Right guys, thank you so much. I may be back on tomorrow for some races, so keep an eye on the old account. See if we'll go live tomorrow, but yeah, thanks.